guys, what's going on? Sincere here with whoissincere.com. Listen, I just really want to sit for a second and talk about some information here. I want to talk about Tamir Rice and John Crawford, who were shot in Ohio in an open carry state and killed by police officers. You know, I just got done watching an excellent broadcast by Chink here on from TYT, and he came. Oh man, he brought the fire. Excellent points. If this is an open carry state and they perceive Tamir Rice to be 18 or older, then that means that if he was holding that weapon at the age of 18 or older, which he wasn't, but if he was holding that weapon, which was a toy, then they would have had no reason to approach him, let alone shoot him within 2 seconds. The same thing goes for John Crawford that was in Walmart. Okay? The same thing. Cops get a call about a man with an assault rifle in Walmart. What do? Arrive to the scene, spot the suspect. I believe he was talking on a cell phone, holding a toy assault rifle that was actually from the Walmart that he was in. No questions asked. Spot him, shoot him. No one ever said there was an active shooting going on in either incident. No shots had been fired, obviously, because both suspects had toys. Okay? So even if they weren't toys, even if they were real guns, they would have had no reason to shoot them. I don't know how hard that is to understand. If you support the cops shooting a 12-year-old kid, you don't deserve the ability to be able to reproduce. A 12-year-old kid that should have been innocent. Okay? This is too easy to understand. Now let's read a couple comments here. Ohio is an open carry state, so even if the cops assumed Rice was 18 and they also assumed his gun was real, they had no calls even to stop him, let alone open fire. That's Charles P. Pierce from Esquire. So the next one. Ohio, for instance, allows open carry without a permit virtually anywhere, with a major exception for keeping a gun in a car, which requires a concealed carry permit. Neither one of these individuals, John Crawford or Tamir Rice, were in a vehicle. They didn't need a permit. They didn't need a permit because they had toys in the first place. But if they had real weapons, they wouldn't have needed a permit anyway. Perfectly legal. Now, you're going to probably say, well, you know, they looked threatening. They looked big and scary and people were frightened. Well, that's not true either. In both situations, there was no one around. Okay? By putting police officers through a video game simulation, Josh Corral of University of Colorado Boulder found cops generally pull the trigger more quickly against black suspects than white suspects when the suspect was seen carrying a weapon. That's from Vox. This is not a fantasy. This is not illusion. This is not, oh, you Black Lives Matter people are making that up. Oh, you guys are overreacting. Let the officers do their jobs. There's some good cops out there. No. That's not the case. Do you understand? People are being shot within 2 seconds that have every right to have a firearm if they should desire to have one. But because they're black and they have a firearm, there is no questions asked and they're immediately eliminated. What the fuck is that about? Okay. So you're probably still not convinced. You're probably, for you people out there that are probably Trump supporters or even worse than that, just complete flat out bigots and racists, you're probably saying, oh, this guy, he's getting on my nerves. I'm going to go ahead and put a thumbs down on his video because, I don't like what he has to say and I'm a racist. Okay, no problem. Let's take it even further. We can see John Crawford being shot right there. But we can also see in the same damn store, Walmart. What's that? Armed to the T. We can see Tamir Rice shot within 2 seconds. Cops didn't even bother to pull up on the street. They came up Rambo style. Rambo style in the damn snow. Black people ain't doing nothing special in the snow. I'm not even trying to be funny about that. I'm dead serious. Like at the end of the day, you're probably just chilling in the park. Nothing to do, bored. They're going to come up Rambo style, where if he was sitting there as a grown man, which he wasn't, he was a child, but as a grown man, if he was sitting there with a gun right on the table, I don't care if he had 5 guns on the table, 4 of them assault rifles. All they would have had to do was pull up and say, hey, you know, what are you doing here? Maybe ask him a couple questions. But to just pull up and open fire? If white Americans aren't afraid of this, you're stupid. Okay? It's happening to us today, but guess what? Tomorrow it's happening to your children. I'm telling you that now. This is not as much of a race war as you think it is. This is a class war. This is a class war. And as long as we can keep disguising it as a race war, then we will lose this class war to the upper elite. They are kicking our asses right now, literally destroying us because Americans are so damn stubborn and stupid. They're stuck in their stubborn ass ways of thinking that their neighbor is their enemy. Then the damn politicians that they elect that keep turning their backs on them and have been doing it since the beginning of time. You get sold out every damn time there's an election, but yet you look at your neighbor like the enemy. America is backwards. That's the sin of America. She's arrogant. She's backwards. Now I'll probably get my people that'll say, oh, well, if you don't like America, go to another country. No, I want this country to be better. White Americans don't own this damn country. You didn't get here before anybody else. You weren't born here. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear none of that crap. Okay? This is real easy to understand. If we're talking about liberty, justice, freedom, we all deserve that. Not just a certain group of people. When we talk about Second Amendment rights, we all deserve that, not just a certain group of people. Okay, let's go further. So you're probably saying, well, those guys looked menacing, Tamir Rice and John Crawford. Well, what the hell about these guys? I live in Tennessee. I haven't even seen this in Walmart. Does it exist? I'm sure. There's people out here with their permit to carry. And you can buy guns anywhere here in Tennessee. You can just stroll up to somebody that has a gun and buy it off of them. Not illegal. But this is what's going on in Ohio. These guys weren't shot. This looks like appears to be a heavy-set Latin man with the little sidearm right there. This guy here is, I can't see what kind of weapons they are. So this guy right here, rifle, tattoos. Okay. Look, Walmart. This guy is not a soldier. It's just a regular person. Playing soldier in Walmart. No soldier, trust me, you will never see a soldier in Walmart like this until there's martial law. You damn sure won't see one sagging his pants like that. He's ate up. So I'm telling you right now, we're in trouble. If you don't think we're in trouble, you got another thing coming. I guess you haven't heard about Obama's decision to use his executive powers to end our rights to have guns and to give those rights to a well-governed militia. Okay, that's what you're facing in 2016. This is not a game. The government is quickly realizing there's not shit that they can do with 3D printers. They won't talk about it. There's people all over this country right now that are printing guns. Printing them. They're printing guns. For you people that don't know, yes, from a printer, a 3D printer, they are printing guns without serial numbers. The government can't combat that. So if they can't combat that, what do they have to do? They have to take the right away. There's no way for them to track it. There's no way for them to register it. But if they make it illegal for you to have, then they shut everybody down. So while you guys are out here saying, oh, the cops should be shooting these black children, or oh, these cops should be shooting these unarmed men, while all of you were saying this, don't forget they will be shooting you tomorrow. You don't get a pass. Your race won't save you. Your class might. Your race won't. And that's the trick of this. As long as you're fighting about race, they're getting away with fucking class. And we're letting them do it. Why? Because we're bickering and arguing about bullshit. Okay? I want you guys to think about this. I want you guys to really take a good close look at this. And I want you to rationalize in your head why it's okay to pull up on a 12-year-old child and shoot him in under 2 seconds. Why is that okay? Okay? I want you to think about why it's okay to shoot a man on a cell phone holding a toy gun in Walmart. Why is that okay to shoot and kill these 2 individuals, Tamir Rice and John Crawford? It's not okay. And if you keep thinking that it's okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine, because tomorrow, whenever that tomorrow comes, you will surely reap what you sow. Remember that.